Так, в прошлой серии я так и не нашел этого Шона Хэмптона, но кажется, я догадываюсь, где его искать. Западные доки, я здесь, да, был. А, мне опять сюда надо. А, ну я понял, короче. Ой. Заплутал тогда. А, ответ он был близко. Прямо перед глазами. Я там даже уже был несколько раз. Просто почему меня вот сюда вот не захотелось пойти? Непонятно. Бродячие искали. Да ты урод, блядь! Дай мне, сука, сделать то, что я хочу. Тип не палит, да? Наш убитый. Вот эти твари вообще налетают жестко.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a
Тело еще не
vampire.
остыло.
The body's still
Так, а тут что за сражение? Ой. Это все. Так, я сюда должен был попасть, да, сюда. Вот я сейчас нашел картечь, вот непонятно где. Просто, а как вот, если осознанно искать картечь? Вот тартак железа откуда-то сейчас взялся. Просто здесь прохожу. И все, они даже не светятся, это недочет, мне кажется. Некоторые вещи светятся, где я могу подойти подобрать. Женщина. Найти Шона.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Ой, я не могу тебя схавать. R2. Медосмотр. Здоровье отлично. 1000 опыта. Может сейчас подсказки какие-то съем.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Все. Все, что смог узнать о ней.
I'm
Печально.
looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Надеюсь. А тебя, я думаю, прямо сейчас съем. Потому что подсказок найти я не могу. 1000 опыта на дороге не валяется. Ой, тут еще женщина, офигеть.
My poor sister. What will happen to her now that I'm gone? Giselle, I'm so sorry.
Это мне наказание? Сука, да ты смотри. Алло. Ну прости, я не хотел этого делать. Не, ну это вообще уже перебор. Застрял, блядь. Что ж делать? Загружаться только. Игровой процесс. Нет. Вернуться в главное меню. Вернуться в главное меню. Ой, бля. Так, а я ее уже объял, получается? Или нет еще? Лотти Пакстон. Ее звали Лотти Пакстон? Информация. Да, я ее уже объял. Но тут еще одна женщина есть, с которой нужно поговорить.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we
Почему
met
это?
before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Giselle, I know you sleep at Hampton's shelter. What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister. I am grateful, of course, but he gives me the creeps.
Why is that?
He's always sad, like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God, to give ourselves to the Lord. Creepy.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that.
Ну да, и пожестче даже.
A doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Понятно.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Ну,
Tell you what.
девушка, вам
Let's spend a few weeks
скоро
here,
не придется
and then ask
заботиться
that
ни о
question
чем.
again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Вы правы. Вы понятия не имеете,
Oh
кто...
no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
Я выиграл? Ура. Личное что-то? О смерти матери.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
Локти не хотела вас обидеть, вы очень вспыльчивы. Вам стоит поговорить с
You
сестрой.
should talk
Правда,
to your
ее уже
sister.
нет, но все равно.
Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Расследование. А, тогда ее придется в живых оставить. Потому что, ну, чтобы расследование как бы завершить. Да, здоровье в порядке.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Ну, тварь, ты посмотри на нее. А ну иди сюда. Тебе хана.
What a waste of life. I only managed to be hated by all the people I loved.
Кинжал Жизель. А ну что это за кинжальчик? А, он оглушает, что ли, назад? Кинжал Жизель, да. Поглощение крови 10 идет. Тут 3, а тут 10. Мне кажется, это не то, не нужна эта херня, вот поглощение крови. Ну, почему-то так кажется. Стоимость 25 единиц крови, а у меня 105. Уже запас крови вообще немерено, наверное, так качнуть. Запас крови 5% всего лишь. Угу. Так, она сказала, что он в кабинете где-то может сидеть. А кабинет на втором этаже обычно находится. Ну, вот кабинет. И где этот чувачок? Здесь никого нету. Найти Шона. А, тут еще и низ есть. О.
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
Все закрыто. Бомба взорвалась на рассвете перед оружейным заводом Двоусон и Двоусон, крупнейшим предприятием района. Взрывной волной выбило все окна в северном Саутарке. Это чудо, что погибли только 2 человека, заявил старший суперинтендант Александр Брайтон. Где же Шон? Кто-то выход опять же. А где мне тебя искать? Шон. Ну вниз только единственное, наверное, я еще сюда не ходил. Нет, тут пусто. Что же делать? Где же Шон? Что за фигня-то с этим Шоном? Проблемы одни. Открывай, чертов Шон.
It's locked, all right.
Он меня уже напрягать начинает, Шон этот. Ах ты засранец. Сюда подошел.
Why the long face, Doctor?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
А я могу его, блин, съесть, что ли? Или уже все? Он же в списке там есть, и за него неплохо дают.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
Know not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Он кем-то другим, что ли, стал?
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Мне
Very
любопытно.
well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Но я не могу
We
тебя
shall have a good
съесть,
chat
да?
later, Dr. Reed.
Печально. Но я бы хотел. Потому что ты находишься у меня в списке. 6000 опыта. 6000, чувак. Я хочу тебя съесть. Очень-очень сильно. А ты кто?
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have
А,
you noticed
этот.
anything suspicious lately?
Лопушок. Иди гуляй пока.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Эх, пацаны опять с ними сражаться. Не хочу что-то. Почему не могу превратиться в летучую мышь? О, вот это ульта, нормальная тема. Тупо пацанов разнес.
This is no place for a gentleman. It's a leech! Kill it! Our shall prevail! Crawl back to the house.
А я далеко.
We found one! Watch out! It's fast! I'll put it into you!
Ой, вот сейчас бы не помешало. Ой-ой-ой. Я же даже не заметил.
There's one of them vermin! Back, demon! Back! All of you!
Тварь. Вот сука.
Take a breath of this! Fucking bird guy!
Че, готовы, пацаны?
Want some of this?
Сейчас там еще один подойдет, чтобы всем досталось. А, не подойдет, ну ладно.
I'll shoot you. You're mine!
Надеюсь, в канализации есть крыса, чтоб я кровь восполнил. Три косаря уже опыта, надо пойти качать что-нибудь. Может ульту, может когти, может хил даже. Или запас крови лучше. Запас крови вообще пригодился бы знатно.
It's locked, all right. That doesn't work.
И что, мне сейчас что-то разгадывать там нужно, да?
So that's it. These wheels control the water level. That doesn't work.
Так, ну значит это нужно закрыть, наверное. Все, вода не поступает. А тут тоже нужно закрыть. Тут бочки. Что ж тогда делать? Ну, я тут ходить могу. Прикольно. Так, что-то момента не понял еще пока, что от меня конкретно они здесь хотят. Открыть, судя по всему, нужно эту дверь. Вот, значит, надо сделать что-то с уровнем воды. Но те не закрываются, колоды. Поэтому нужно пока ее открыть. Телепортироваться. Разбить бочки.
That gate should shut properly now.
И закрыть две эти херни. Осмотреть канализацию. Но по сути ничего не изменилось. Ну да. Попробовать открыть ту дверь. Вон души. Ты кто? Он как внимание обращает, я даже не заметил, что здесь вход есть. Крысы? Есть тут крысы? Мне кровь нужна очень сильно. Походу тут какое-то существо есть очень жесткое. Надеюсь, я буду сильнее его. Это какой-то вампир очень мощный. Да. Пока как раз кровью выпью.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. It's locked.
Скаль. Сейчас босс будет? О, вот этот здоровячок. Интересно, мы сейчас с ним биться будем или он друг мой? Может помочь ему со скалями сражаться?
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Походу сражаться
A
буду.
touch of lucidity. So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. Thy neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones,
А ну.
newborn.
На, тварь, получил? У него тычки по увесисти. А ну, хочу попробовать его кровь выпить. Да ладно. Здоровяка-то закушал.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these
Не
scalps
такой уж
while
ты и
singing
большой.
your name.
Ах ты, тень призываешь.
power you cannot comprehend.
Да ладно, блин. Что за скиллы?
Fergal Banshee, the hand that crushes all.
Да отвали! А почему так мало хп восстанавливается? Черт побери. Лаз попытка. Он ударил меня, я ж неуязвим в этом моменте.
You found your death in me.
Да, ты 3 раза всегда пил. Мне хана, я не выстою. Сейчас ошибку совершу и все. Это единственный шанс. Ай! Давай! Есть.
Slow as a snail. I shall tear thee apart and spill thy blood to the... Your blood is now mine.
Где?
Return to your apothecary.
Так, а как тебя ударить? Потому что ты без конца бьешь. Чувак. Это неправильно. Угу, красава.
I shall crush you.
Да как же ты достал меня?
Stay down.
Угу. Вот опять не попал. На ровном месте.
Down, stay down.
Ага. Почти разорвал его. Ты как я его херачу. Он ж прям
Return to
офигел.
your apothecary and needles.
На. Здоровяка такого, блин. Разгромил. А каких-нибудь видосов не будет?
I cannot enter.
Невозможно открыть, невозможно открыть. Куда мне идти-то? Сюда? Да.
At least one skull escaped Fergal's wrath.
Что это такое? Табак игры? Или так и задумано? Так, сюда ж нельзя, не просто так можно залезть было. Что здесь есть? Тут карта есть какая-нибудь? Нет. Осмотреть канализацию. Что я здесь должен найти? Паньки.
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Кто такие?
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Создательницы скалей?
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Территория помойных скалей. Лол.
This is our
Тоже
domain, not
смешно.
yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a skull. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Самая дальняя комната справа. Вот она. Капец, какая-то
Hello,
вонючая.
Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you
Батню банка прям вообще. Как вы себя чувствуете, сука?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions.
Помешаны
Good
дамочки.
doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are similar, but not the same, Harriet.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick,
Походу мой
deadly.
создатель.
It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
it spoke only to me. And now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Сейчас свору только все, что можно. И по домам. А, ну к Шунхэмптону я уже в следующий раз вернусь. Дамочки. Нет, не в следующий раз.
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
Это можно устроить.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Shornhampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Окей.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Ну все, к Хэмптону я уже пойду в следующий раз.